I think we have to get over this myth that there's some drop in quality when you go from the suburb to the city living. It's been the opposite for us. We think our lifestyle, our quality of life and so on has increased for a number of reasons. One is because both my wife and I live close enough to work. We're both retired now, but I'm still pretty active, so is she. We can virtually walk most places. The car doesn't come out of the downstairs car park very often. And that's really good, gives us some exercise, but more importantly, it gives us more quality time. We're spending less time on the roads going from an outer suburb into civic or that sort of thing. The second thing is because of Canberra's form, we've got some very big natural areas right near the city centre, and that's true in many parts of Canberra, the way they've designed the open space system, Canberra Nature Park system and so on. In our case, living in Civic, we've got the Ainslie-Majura Nature Park and of course Black Mountain, and they're both within walkable or push bike distances. Fantastic resources. You can see some of the native wildlife there. You can do long walks actually on Ainslie-Majura, get a lot of good exercise, reattach yourself with the real natural world out there, and yet live in a high density situation in the city. Also, resource use has gone down. We're using a little less electricity. We're using quite a bit less water than we did in the suburbs and so on. So we're saving money, having more quality time. And one of the interesting things that we hadn't planned on, but what I think is really nice, is that because you're living in a smaller space than in a big house, it actually retards the accumulation of stuff. And that's actually really good because it changes your lifestyle to experiencing more and sort of owning less stuff. And that enriches your lifestyle as well. So we think for many reasons it's actually been a benefit to move from much less dense housing into high density housing. And Canberra has this wonderful advantage of having the nature park open space system throughout the city so that if you live near a town centre and high density housing, it doesn't mean you're only in an urban area. You have access to some really nice natural areas as well.